But we're looking ahead to May and a great opportunity for volunteers for the Scotiabank Calgary Marathon. And now is the time to get on board. I'm being joined by Sarah, who's a volunteer coordinator, and Tammy, who is a longtime volunteer since 1996.
Yeah. I was volunteering with my husband, who's been involved since that time. He started with the board and then started doing the venue and the setup, and then I got in there and started helping him. So.
Wow, good for you. That's incredible. That's a long time, and you have a lot of gear to prove it. So let's have a look at, this is incredible because it used to be the Stampede Road Race.
Yep.
So here's a t-shirt. What year was this? Do you remember?
2003, I think.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's right on there.
Dated. Yeah.
They weren't all dated?
No.
And how have you seen the race change in the last
Well, it's
two
grown
decades?
Hugely. We started out at Fort Calgary, and at that time there was about 2,000 runners. One of the things about that, it was always the day after the Stampede Parade, so we'd have to go in there and scoop up the droppings from the horses and get ready.
Fun.
There was maybe a few tents that got set up, and to the point where we're close to, well, I think our best year was our 50th anniversary, and we had 15,000 runners in all our events come down, and we went from a few tents that we set up to about, there's 30 tents on site now that we set up. So
incredible.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's pretty busy.
How far we've come. And with 14 to 15,000 runners, that means that you need all hands on deck, Sarah.
We need all hands on deck. It takes a village. We have a small staff of about 5 people that work with the Calgary Marathon. But yeah, it takes about 1,500 volunteers, and we're still looking for about 200, 300, 400 volunteers. It really does take a lot of people to get involved. Course marshaling, we need people to be on courses to help cheer the runners on and help direct traffic. Even those early morning shifts on race day, it is really important with the info booth and making sure runners are getting off to a good start, getting their bags checked in. Finish line volunteers too, you know, it's a really rewarding job to hand that runner their medal. So it's a wide variety of volunteers that we need, and we need a lot of bodies out on the course.
Yes, and all points of the race for the runners is, it makes such a difference, those volunteers, to have people cheer you on, to help out with water stations and all of that. So what are the points of opportunity? How can people get in and sign up?
Yeah, so if you go to calgarymarathon.com and go to the volunteer page on there, there is a sign up form there, and it'll have different times. We have, starting with the expo on Thursday, going through Friday, Saturday. We also need people for package pickup, handing out t-shirts, and then on race day for sure, it's you know, starting from the early morning with the info booth, course marshals. We do need more bodies on the course that way, and just cheering everybody on. So if you know, you want to come down as your family, if you want to come down as your team, we will take a lot of bodies and anybody.
Amazing. Okay, so lots of opportunities. And for you, Tammy, what do you get out of a volunteer position, having been with the race for so long?
I think it's just an incredible event to be a part of. It's a signature event in the city. It's grown from, like I say, the small beginnings to this huge event, and you know, it does a lot of things for not just, you know, we have our volunteers. It's a great thing for you to be involved with the city, but also it does a lot of things for the charities, and so you can be a part of that. You're there and you're making sure these charities, the fundraising happens, and at the end of the day, we've helped more than just us being there. So,
right.
Yeah.
Great.
And I think a lot of us participate in a variety of races throughout the year, and so it is really great to give back and be on the other side of it and seeing, you know, after running a race and being a part of it now, it's a really amazing and very worthwhile experience.
Okay, and race weekend is May the 25th to the 28th. A variety of opportunities throughout that weekend, so make sure to hop online and get involved and sign up. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for tracking all this gear along the Stampede Road Race. Wow, that's a long time ago. Andrew Schultz, you probably remember back in the 90s.
Of course.